From the hospital, she hands her newborn to her husband. Her world shatters when she finds an intern sitting in her exclusive passenger seat. The sickening reason is revealed. The intern looks exactly like her husband's first love who tragically drowned. The intern smirks, introducing herself as his new assistant, claiming she's just catching a ride. But the wife is no pushover. She coldly reminds the girl that this seat belongs only to her. The intern plays the victim, claiming the husband put her there for comfort. Then patronizingly tells the wife the backseat is safer for the baby. Then she spots it. The intern is wearing her brand new custom-made designer gown. The husband apparently took the intern to their private closet, letting her pick any clothes she wanted. Then the assistant tries to close the door, which completely infuriates the wife. Her fury explodes as she commands the imposter to get out now. Instead of defending his wife, the husband tries to protect the intern from her anger. But the wife refuses to back down for a single second. She issues one last and final warning: get out of my car right now. After kicking her out, she delivers the ultimate power move and demands her clothes back. Seeing the husband is too terrified to intervene, the intern is forced to strip off the dress and shamefully hand it back. She gives the girl one final warning to never touch what isn't hers, then throws the designer gown straight into the trash. She makes it crystal clear: even if I throw it away, it will never belong to you. And she leaves the shivering intern on the curb and drives off with her husband. Back in the home, his apology is a toxic excuse. He claims since her post-birth body hasn't recovered, the clothes would just be a waste. She calls him out for body shaming her right after she just gave birth to his child. In 7 years, no other woman has ever sat in that seat. He chose this day to break that promise. His pathetic excuse is just a ride home. The wife exposes the cruel truth. He only protects her because she resembles his dead first love. He swears she's the only one for him and the intern is just an employee. A promise he's about to break. Days later, his assistant presents the $5 million necklace he bought for his wife's anniversary. But then the scheming intern conveniently collapses with a fever right in front of him. She weakly blames the wife for making her walk home in the cold, getting sick as a result. The husband betrays his wife by apologizing for her actions. But the intern plays the ultimate victim, saying she deserves to be treated like trash. Feeling guilty, he makes a shocking decision. He gives the intern his wife's anniversary gift. The husband coldly states his wife already has enough jewelry, and she won't even notice. To add insult to injury, he asks his assistant for the cheap freebie, preparing to give it to his wife. Her best friend calls, gushing with envy over the legendary necklace and pearl earrings. The wife coolly orders a $500 million investment contract. Little does he know his wife is the secret CEO of the corporation bankrolling his entire career. When he gives her the cheap earrings, she forces a smile, hiding her deep disappointment and suspicion. While her husband gets changed, she glances at his phone. There it is. The intern is shamelessly flaunting her anniversary gift to the world. This is the ultimate betrayal. She realizes the man she loves has been playing her for a fool. The games are over. She returns to her husband's company not as a wife but as its vice president. But a colleague delivers a bombshell: her office has already been occupied. The wife returns from maternity leave to an absolutely disgusting scene. Her own husband and his assistant are caught in a very cozy position. She finds her hard-earned trophies lying in the trash. She confronts her husband, asking why her office is full of another woman's junk. She holds up the new nameplate and furiously blasts everyone in the room. How does a mere intern assistant dare to occupy the office of the company's vice president and his wife? She remembers his promise that this office was hers alone. His words now feel like a lie. She remembers his promise that this office was hers alone. His words now feel like a lie. The husband defends the intern, telling his wife not to overreact. He says she earned it by securing a $500 million deal. The scheming intern immediately plays the victim. She tells the husband not to fight with his wife over a nobody like her. While pretending to pack things, the intern deliberately smashes the expensive red wine for their newborn celebration, and also shatters their only precious and sacred family photo. The husband immediately rushes to the intern, asking if she's hurt. He completely ignores the damage. The intern pretends to apologize, but the wife is done with the performance and delivers a savage slap. Her husband loses it. He screams at his wife for being a bully, and insists the intern's actions were just an accident. She fires back, listing all the supposed accidents: her seat, her office, now the baby's wine and their photo. She asks if he really believes it's coincidence, but the clueless husband dismisses her pain. He says it's just some wine and a photo. She explains this wasn't just any bottle. It was a priceless wine she spent a fortune on specifically for their newborn's 1-month celebration. The intern pulls her final card. She drops to her knees, begging for forgiveness, claiming she will pay for all the damages, making the wife look like a monster. Presenting the invoice, the wife calmly states her price: $10 million for the 2 bottles. The room falls silent. The intern's act freezes. She tearfully claims that even selling her would not cover that amount. She begs the husband for help. The husband asks her to ask for less, but the wife exposes their lies, revealing the multi-million-dollar necklace her husband gifted the intern. Then comes the ultimate gut punch. The wife reveals the $5 million necklace was meant to be her wedding anniversary gift. He gave the precious gift to his intern as compensation, while giving his own wife a cheap freebie. Furious at her husband, she wastes no time. She rips the necklace straight off the other woman's neck. It is her property, but the husband's delusion is unbreakable. He calls his own wife vicious for humiliating a newcomer in the company. He chooses the intern over his family. He escorts the crying schemer out, leaving his wife standing alone. He thinks he won, but his wife is a powerhouse. With one call, she kills the $500 million investment for his company. The intern's project is terminated. Ultimate payback. Back at home, the husband stormed back in, furious. The investors publicly shamed the intern for sleeping her way to the top and called him a fool for betraying his wife. He has the audacity to blame her for the collapsed deal, asking if she is finally satisfied. She retorts that she is very satisfied. This is the first time in 7 years of marriage that her husband has yelled at her for another woman. She tells him he still doesn't get it. The problem was never about the wine or the necklace. It was about his loyalty. It was about him repeatedly choosing another woman over his own family. He broke their sacred boundaries. She gives him a final ultimatum. If he cannot belong only to her, then she is done. She will leave. Reality finally hits him. He starts apologizing, blaming her postpartum emotions, but promises to respect their boundaries. She warns him this is the last time they will fight over this. The intern must disappear from their lives. Terrified of losing everything, he swears he loves her and their child. She agrees to trust him one last time, a foolish decision. The CEO's wife orders her assistant to fire her husband's assistant. She is coldly told to learn about boundaries and stop fantasizing about the boss. Her coworkers gossip happily that the social climber got what she deserved. They tell the assistant the company's rapid success is all thanks to the CEO's wife. They all pledge their loyalty to the boss lady, saying anyone who disrespects her will have to deal with them. Seeing the boss approach, she viciously slaps herself across the face, ready to blame everything on his wife. The assistant plays the victim in front of the boss. She cries about being bullied, then hypocritically tells him not to blame his wife, promising to disappear forever. He instantly promises to protect her from being fired. He insists he will handle everything and tells her to stay at the company worry-free. He storms in and smashes the baby's bottle. He then furiously accuses his wife of attacking his precious assistant. He screams that he tolerated her attitude because he loved her, but firing the assistant and driving her to suicide crossed his line. The wife is stunned. She asks if his bottom line is the assistant, and if he even investigated before believing her lies. Ignoring his wife's pleas, he coldly announces they need to separate and cool down. She asks if he's really abandoning her and their newborn for another woman. As he leaves, the scheming assistant smugly tells the wife she will send daily videos to keep her updated on her husband. True to her word, the assistant constantly posts updates. She brags about being promoted and protected by the husband. She posts from their romantic trip, calling it a new beginning for them. She even sends a private message to the wife, promising to keep the husband from feeling lonely. The wife's heartbreak turns to rage. She vows he will regret this betrayal. She calls her lawyer and orders a divorce settlement. She wants a full liquidation of every asset she owns in his company. She then plans a massive surprise for the baby's party. She hopes her husband can handle the fallout. His parents arrive at the party, asking the wife where their son is. The husband finally arrives at his son's party with the assistant by his side. In front of everyone, the wife exposes him. She reveals he's been having an affair, and even wants to divorce her for the mistress. His parents are furious, and demand an explanation. His father calls him a disgrace to the family. His mother takes the wife's side completely. She promises that no one can ever take her place in this family. But the wife thanks his parents for their care, then apologizes, rejecting their kindness. She then shocks everyone. Looking at her husband, she says, "Let's get a divorce." The husband asks her why she wants a divorce. She clarifies she wants a divorce simply because he is dirty. She lists his every betrayal: the expensive gifts, the intimate moments, and bringing the mistress to her child's party to replace her. When he tries using their son to stop her, she delivers the final blow. She lies and says the child isn't his. She then presents the divorce papers and the full asset liquidation. The husband stares at them, realizing he is about to lose everything. He rips the divorce papers, telling his wife he will never sign. The wife then pulls out her phone, showing him the intimate moments his assistant posted online. She furiously confronts him about this daily betrayal. The assistant defends herself, claiming posting updates is her professional standard. She blames the wife's postpartum depression, saying she's overthinking things after having the baby. The wife savagely questions her professionalism, is sitting in the boss's passenger seat, and wearing his wife's anniversary gift, part of your job. At his child's party, the husband brings his mistress. His own mother explodes in fury, demanding to know if he's announcing his wife's replacement today. He pleads with his wife to stay for the child's sake, a last-ditch effort to stop the inevitable divorce. But then the wife drops the ultimate bombshell. She looks him dead in the eye and declares the baby is not his. Hearing this, The husband grabs his wife, furiously demanding to know what is happening. With savage calmness, the wife explains. While he was out stargazing with his mistress, she was rekindling a flame with her own old lover. She twists the knife even deeper, saying the child will never carry his tainted family name. Instant karma strikes. His own mother slaps him across the face, calling him a stupid pig for betraying such a powerful wife. The mistress blames the wife's postpartum depression, but the furious mother-in-law shuts her down instantly, telling her that she has no right to speak. Unbelievably, the husband defends his mistress over his own mother. He then calls his wife of many years an outsider. She tells his parents that as an outsider there is no reason not to divorce. Then she informs her husband the papers will arrive at his office tomorrow. Later at home, he finds their wedding photo shattered in a trash can. She tells him everything is broken, including their marriage. He begs for forgiveness, swearing he never physically cheated. He just wanted to take care of her a little more. But she's not buying it. She recoils in disgust, telling him that emotional cheating is just as dirty. She then exposes his sick secret. He was using the assistant because she looks exactly like his dead first love, a twisted replacement. Cornered, he finally admits the truth. He confesses to using the girl as a substitute, but swears his wife is the only one he loves. It is too late for apologies. She tells him their marriage is as broken as the picture frame, and it is officially over. Just then, his phone rings with devastating news. His entire billion-dollar company is on the verge of sudden bankruptcy. His employee frantically explains that all their investors are pulling out. They are now financially ruined. He turns to his stone-cold wife, demanding to know if she is behind all this. The wife openly admits she did it. This is her ultimate payback. She warns him that betrayal always comes with a heavy price. He accuses her of destroying her own assets as a shareholder, but she just laughs, revealing his entire company is nothing but chump change to her. Defeated but stubborn, the husband declares war. He refuses the divorce again, vowing to make her pay for this. But the wife is unfazed. She tells the nanny to take her home later, and commands that from now on she will only be addressed by her powerful maiden name. The next day at the office, the scheming assistant announces the husband's petty revenge. She has been promoted to vice president, replacing the wife. But the loyal staff immediately rebels. They declare that they only recognize the true boss lady and refuse to work for a homewrecker. On a power trip, the new VP threatens the staff. She demands their obedience, or they will all be fired. Right on cue, the wife arrives with an icy smile. She sarcastically congratulates the assistant on her promotion to homewrecker-in-chief. The assistant then reveals the husband's most pathetic move yet. He demoted his powerful wife to be her personal life assistant. As her first official order, the assistant demands the wife fetch her a coffee. The wife calmly agrees and picks up a freshly brewed cup. But instead of serving it, she pours the scalding hot liquid all over the screaming assistant. A savage act of pure defiance. The assistant screams that if she had met him earlier, the wife's position would have been rightfully hers. The wife mercilessly picks her apart. She asks if the husband ever promised marriage, or if she has any actual value like connections or a powerful background. The assistant retorts that her face, identical to his dead first love, is her advantage. She claims he will marry her sooner or later. The wife scoffs, mocking her for proudly admitting she is just a disposable and forgettable substitute. Cornered, the assistant's only resort is to attack the wife as an old woman with a child. The wife immediately responds with a slap. The wife confronts her husband's mistress, a young intern at the company. She reminds her that college is for skills, not arrogance. A stinging slap serves as her final warning. She warns the intern about her bad temper, telling her not to test it and to stop her foolish games immediately. She orders her assistant to summon her husband to the office immediately. It's time to serve him the divorce papers she prepared. In her office, her assistant calls to confirm the kill order. This will instantly bankrupt her husband's company and destroy years of her hard work. She remembers them celebrating a huge victory right in this office. The colleagues all praised her, saying the win was only possible because of her. Her husband had promised they would face every storm together. A promise that now feels like a toxic lie and the ultimate betrayal. Snapping back to reality, she gives the final order. It's time to execute the ultimate payback plan. Next, she summons her own elite team from his company. Offering double salary, she is gutting the empire she helped build. The clueless husband storms in, accusing his wife of insulting his mistress. He doesn't realize he's confronting the architect of his ruin. The manipulative intern plays the victim card perfectly. She feigns unworthiness, and even asks him not to blame the wife. The irony is savage. The husband blames his wife for the company's crisis, completely unaware she is the secret investor pulling all the funds. Ignoring the mistress, she tells her husband to get his brain checked, questioning how he could make the stupid move of promoting an intern to VP. He defends his mistress, boasting she secured a $500 million deal. The wife then turns to the intern, directly questioning if she truly accomplished it. The intern invents a hometown connection at the investment firm. The wife smirks, because she actually owns the entire firm. Done with the lies, she slams down the divorce papers. She won't interfere with his affair, and he will not stop her from finding her child's father. He's completely clueless, still thinking this is just a petty tactic. He arrogantly demands she apologize for humiliating the intern, promising to forgive her afterward. She stares at him like a complete stranger, and delivers her final ultimatum. If he won't sign the papers, she will initiate the legal process for divorce. When her husband refuses the divorce, she calls him dirty. Then she delivers the ultimate lie, claiming the child isn't his, and tauntingly asks if he wants to be the stepfather. His ego is finally shattered. Believing her lie, he grabs the pen and signs the papers, telling her she will regret this decision. The moment she walks out the door, instant karma kicks in. His entire world shatters, leaving him with nothing but regret. His private investigator drops a bombshell. His wife never met any other men, and the child is indeed his. The lie was just to get rid of him. Once inside the car, she takes off her wedding ring. She tosses it out the window like a piece of trash. From this moment on, she is done with him forever. In a state of pure panic, he desperately tries to call her back, but she has already blocked him and moved on. His last hope is his parents' home. He's convinced she took their child there and rushes over for a second chance. But when he arrives, he's met with cold fury. His own parents are disgusted with his actions and refuse to help him. He tries to explain himself, but his father cuts him off. He has no interest in his pathetic excuses for his behavior. He sees proof that she is hiding there. He finally understands that his own family has sided with her. He has lost everything. His mother slaps him hard across the face, calling him a fool for the ultimate mistake of divorcing his wife. Since his parents refuse to reveal her location, he angrily decides to tear the entire house apart to find her himself. He wanders his empty home, desperately calling her name into the silence. Defeated, he confronts his mother again. She confesses she failed to raise a son who would cheat and betray his loyal wife. Then she drops the bombshell. Their entire success was built on the woman he just threw away. The stress of his betrayal becomes unbearable. His mother clutches her chest in pain. His mother then reveals a devastating secret. 3 years ago, she was diagnosed with a fatal heart condition. It was his wife who found a world-class surgeon overseas and saved her life, otherwise she would have already died. He pathetically claims ignorance. His father snaps back with the brutal truth. He was too obsessed with the company's IPO to care about his family, and now he has thrown away this incredible wife for a worthless intern mistress. His parents then recall the chilling moment from just before he arrived. His wife delivered her final cold farewell. It's truly over. Then she reveals the ultimate truth. The child is not his because she knew he was infertile for a year. To protect his fragile ego, she secretly underwent 4th EF to have their child. Back in the present, his mother weakly tells him the truth. His wife built his entire company and family, and he shamelessly exploited her love for him by having a disgusting affair. And his only reward for her love was constant pain and humiliation. He even had an affair with an intern while she was recovering from childbirth. He even brought his mistress to their own baby's celebration. His mother screams at him how he still has the face to beg for forgiveness. His father blames himself for not raising him right and prepares a harsh lesson. He strikes his son with a cane, punishing him for the wife he betrayed. The son accepts the beating, knowing this is the price for his cruelty. He looks up, vowing to his parents that he will win her back no matter what. Now completely alone, he drinks himself into oblivion, pathetically begging the air for her return. In a drunken haze, he thinks she's back and confesses his love and regret, but it's not his wife. It's the manipulative intern who let herself in. He warns her with disgust to never come again and not to let his wife misunderstand their relationship. Just then his phone rings. The company is in chaos. Karma is here. At the office, he finds total disaster. All partners are suing him for millions. Just as he faces massive compensation claims from partners, he discovers the company accounts have been completely wiped out. His assistant tells him the truth. His wife took every penny. Worse, she took the entire core product team, leaving him with absolutely nothing. When the intern tries to comfort him, he explodes in rage and throws her food. The intern immediately starts to twist the situation, blaming his wife for everything. She claims this is just a savage tactic to force him to beg for reconciliation. The intern suggests a desperate final plan to partner with the powerful group that first funded him. But they have no idea the entire corporation is now secretly controlled by the wife he betrayed. He asks if she has any way to get an invitation to the exclusive banquet. She confidently claims her inside connection can easily secure them a ticket to the launch party. The intern watches him smugly, believing her plan to replace the wife is about to succeed. His family business is collapsing. He's about to risk his last $2 million on a single all-or-nothing bribe just to get inside this investment gala. His assistant leverages her shady connections. She successfully bribes a manager at the investment firm, guaranteeing them access to the exclusive gala. The true powerhouse of the gala finally arrives. Her assistant whispers that everyone here is desperate to meet her, the legendary mysterious investor. As the assistant leaves to prepare the conference, The clueless ex-husband spots her across the room. He happily rushes over, calling her wife. She easily reminds him they are divorced. Get away or be arrested for harassment. He begs for another chance, pleading with her to cancel the divorce. He then claims he finally knows their child is his. He then pulls out the infamous pearl necklace he once gave his mistress. He pathetically offers it back to her, begging for forgiveness. She tells him the child was never his. Now she will show him the devastating truth. She shows him an insemination form. The child was never his to begin with. His face drains of color. He accuses her of lying just to get rid of him. She drops the ultimate bombshell. Doctors said he was infertile. She chose a donor to protect his fragile ego, but her sacrifice was only repaid with his constant betrayal. The mistress jumps to his defense. She calls the wife a vicious liar for inventing the infertility lie to destroy him. The mistress then boasts she secured a deal with this powerful investment conglomerate to save his company. She mocks the pathetic plan, relying on that lowly purchasing manager from her hometown. On cue, her men bring the terrified manager forward. He immediately drops to his knees, desperately begging for his life. The mistress's jaw drops in disbelief. She can't understand why a powerful manager is terrified of an ordinary housewife. The manager screams the truth. She is the controlling shareholder of the entire conglomerate. The mistress turns ghost, white. The woman she tried to replace holds all the power. He finally asks the question, why did she hide her true identity? She reveals she saved his company multiple times, even secretly funneling $500 million into it. She was his silent savior, all to protect his fragile ego. And what did she get in return? Betrayal for a cheap substitute. It is time to expose the mistress. She reveals her true ugly face to him. A video plays showing the mistress. She faked a suicide attempt to break them apart. Another clip reveals her academic degree is fake, and she plans to take his money and dump him for younger men. The mistress accuses the wife of framing her, desperately begging the man to believe her. But it is all too late. When he confronts her, she screams the bitter truth back. He only used her as a substitute for his first love, abandoning his own family for a copy. She spits he brought this on himself. Tired of their argument, the wife orders security to arrest the mistress on the spot for fraud and corporate espionage. The imposter's game is finally over. The husband, now utterly broken, turns back to his ex-wife, begging for one last sliver of hope. But she delivers the most savage final words. Their marriage died the moment he chose another woman over his own family. She makes a final chilling promise. She will make him and his company disappear from the face of the earth. She takes the stage, not as an ex-wife. She is the powerful CEO of the entire conglomerate. Instant karma strikes. An assistant tells him his company is bankrupt and he's lost everything. He finally understands that he is the sole architect of his own ruin. But in the face of total collapse, regret is a currency he can no longer afford. The story ends here. Thank you all for watching.